Making yourself a priority, putting yourself first isn't easy. Why is that? Well, for most of us, we've got lots of things going on in our lives, lots of responsibilities. There's always other people and other things that want things from us, that need things from us, that are important to us, all competing and usually winning as priorities over us and what we want. And actually, also, we're taught to do the opposite, putting ourselves first. We're taught to put others first, to be selfless, to think of others before ourselves, to give selflessly to other people. And lots of us have had that modeled to us by parents and other people in our lives. So it isn't easy to start going against the grain and putting yourself first for a change. But even though it's difficult, why is this still something that we want to do? Why is it worth doing? Well, first of all, for me, the biggest reason is that we are our own responsibility. That we are responsible for ourselves. It's our lives, our experience, our bodies, our brains. We are responsible for ourselves. So if we're going to be anybody's priority, it really should be our own. And also, when we're not prioritizing ourselves, that just means that we're putting other things and other people ahead of us, ahead of our experience and our well being. And that just logically is detrimental to us. We're putting something else in front of and ahead of our experience and our well being and our whole lives, then our experience, our well being, and our whole lives suffer. And then there's the added benefit that when we prioritize ourselves, put ourselves first, we become the best version of us that we can be. And then all those other people around us that are important too, and we love and we care for, they all get to benefit from us being the best version of us. So, how do we do it? How do we make ourselves a priority? Like everything, it starts with a decision. And here it's the decision that we are important, that we are the most important thing, the priority. And I really do advocate for it being the most important thing, the one priority, rather than one of many. Imagine if you decided that you were the most important thing in your life, more important than everything else, your job, your work, your business, your family, your partner, your children, your parents, your friends, your home, the housework, everything. You're the most important thing over all of that. Because for most of us, being important as well just doesn't swing things far enough because we've already got a big long list of all loads of things that are important and we're just putting ourselves on the list. We never get to us because there's always other things that are important that we're going to get to first. So what we want to do is put ourselves right at the top of the list. The very first thing, number one, the most important thing. And so we get to decide that we are the most important thing. And I want to invite you to make that decision now, here, while you're watching this video. Then once we've made that big decision that we're the most important thing, we just use it to inform all the little day-to-day decisions that make up our lives. So once we've decided that we're the most important thing, then we just start to act in line with that. We just start to make decisions and change things here and there in line with what we want and what we need. And this might feel uncomfortable. It might feel very uncomfortable to make the decision that you're the most important thing. And then it might also feel uncomfortable once you start acting in line with that decision. You might start taking more time for yourself. You might start saying no to some things and to some people and doing more things that you want rather than because other people want to do them or things that are important to other people. And that might feel uncomfortable. Guilt might come up. You might think you're doing something wrong. Might not feel very enjoyable. But this is the important bit. It can feel uncomfortable. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it until it starts to feel less uncomfortable. It starts to just feel more normal because it's just who you are. It's just what you do and how you do things because you've made yourself a priority. You're the priority in your life.